Hi, everyone. It's Amanda, and I have Mr. Doug Petroff with me. He is running for Board of Directors starting next year. If you have not received your ballots yet, ballots have been sent. So please let me know, and I will make sure that we get one over to you. But those were sent last Thursday and then again yesterday. So Thursday's a magic day. If you don't see it on a Thursday in your inbox, let me know and I will make sure you get it. Doug, how you doing?
Good, Amanda. Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning. So I think I may know a little bit of what your answer is going to be to this question, but what got you into the real estate business?
Well, I think timing. I think I was living in Grand Rapids and working for an appraisal company there, Todd Shaw and Great Lakes Appraisal Company. And at the time, my dad happened to be president of the board and needed some help. I came back, started working with him, and felt like it was a good situation, a good fit. And 27 years later, here we are.
Awesome. So it's much more fun working and living in Lansing than in Grand Rapids, right?
at Yes, at the time. I'm sure Grand Rapids has its pluses, just like Lansing does, and but I do enjoy being here and having grown up here and know the area, know a lot of people. It's really rewarding.
Absolutely. So what committees have you served while being a part of GLAR?
Well, the ones I know for sure, because I'm sure there were a few back in the day that I know there was like an appraisal subcommittee at one point. But the ones I'm currently on are the finance committee and the grievance committee. And I was the past chair of the planning development committee and served on that for 2-3 years, I believe, somewhere in that range. That's it, really. But currently, finance and grievance.
So financing grievance definitely put me right to sleep. But I need to know, what is it that keeps you up at night, tossing and turning, concerning the real estate industry? What are the main issues that you think are going on right now?
Well, I don't know if it keeps me up at night, the real estate world. 7 kids keeps me up at night, and thinking about them and what they're doing and where kind of things are turning in this world. But I think with where I see the real estate world is mostly my concerns from my end, being in the appraisal uh, business, is the interest rates, where we're headed with our supposed housing shortage, stuff like that, the escalation in building costs, labor costs, and just kind of the whole makeup of what's happening in and around the mid-Michigan area with you know businesses expanding. I know obviously this year has been a little bit tough with COVID and everything, but for the most part, where we're headed in terms of development, in terms of making this city a really cool city. Like cities we travel to that we all get there, we're like, wow, I wish Lansing was like this, and it's happening. And I think that's a good sign to see when you have corridors like what are they calling Frandor area, like Midtown now. You get that area cleaned up and apartments and businesses and East Lansing's growing and Lansing's growing and thriving, and developments of you know river walks and stuff like that to Old Town, living places, and making it more walkable, making it more bike friendly, making it more conducive for people to go and live active lives, and not have to rely on your car as much, and just stuff like that I think that's the stuff I think about more. I don't like I said, 7 kids keeps me pretty much on my toes. But yeah, that's probably my biggest thought of real estate is where we're headed and some of the positives that are coming from developments from other developers around and stuff. So yeah,
Yeah,
I'd say that's probably my take on that one.
yeah, Lansing looks like a much different town than when I moved here 11 years ago.
Yeah, in East Lansing with the high rises there. Yeah, I grew up in East Lansing, and it definitely is different. I was with some talked to some buddies last weekend who are old teammates who haven't been back in a while. They're like, "Wow, this is completely different," but it is neat. It's nice to see growth. It's nice to see people excited about areas.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, that's one of our big things at the association with placemaking and community enhancement.
Yes.
If you are elected to the board, what would a successful term as a director look like to you?
Well, I think like everything really, that's a good question. Is working together, making it so that we're bridging, real estate with appraisals, with mortgages, making GLAR a very successful operation, making it so that it's easy for everybody. It's work friendly, so that you know we all kind of work together. We all are in this industry in some way, shape, or form that we all need to be, on the same page and uh, kind of, function as a solid whole unit. And I think that would be successful to get, not that we aren't now, I think we are, but to just solidify the fact that we're all one in this, and we need to work together and have commonalities and make it successful because we're all working together.
Absolutely. As I like to say, teamwork makes the dream work. And
Yes.
PJ, who works in the office, who who I'm sure almost everybody knows, she hates it when I say that to her because I try to say it to her at least 25 times a day. So I threw that in there just for her.
Yeah, I hope she's grinding on that right now.
Yes, and then my job will be done. That's what success looks like to me.
That's the way to end the week right there, just to anger CJ a little bit.
Yes.
Perfect.
So what unique perspective do you bring to the board if you were to be elected?
Well, I think the unique thing that I share is that I do see the real estate world like everybody, but maybe in a different way because I'm an appraiser. Because we all, view things differently. We work a little bit differently, but I do understand the real estate world. I just understand it maybe in a different format. And I think to have people in leadership where you're bringing something different to the table, all of you, that it makes it for a more well-oiled machine. It runs a little bit better because now you have input from every side, from every angle that you can kind of pull bits and pieces from to make a very well-oiled machine and make GLAR run real smooth.
Yeah, I think diversity is key to
Yes.
any kind of group working together successfully.
I agree.
So it's time for your elevator pitch, Doug. So really quickly, why should someone vote for you?
Well, I think I have experience. I've been around a while. I know a lot of people. I consider uh, a lot of realtors as very good friends, colleagues, people in the mortgage industry. And I have the knowledge of the area. But I also, I think that with having 7 kids and having played, sports at, at a long time ago. I bring a little bit of, you know, a little bit more of that leadership and maybe knowledge and of the industry, but also maybe experience in the real world, or, you know, having dealt with a lot of different things, some adversity, some, you know, some positive stuff, some negative stuff, and having been around a while, I've ridden that roller coaster for a long time, and yes, we're on a high, but you never know when that low is going to be, and you have to kind of prepare for that. But I think my experience in and around GLAR and with the members probably is the key, and I think that would probably be the thing that I would, you know, think is the most that I bring to the table as the biggest benefit.
Awesome. Well, I've got to hand it to you. With 7 kids, I'm shocked that this interview has been so quiet and there's been no background noise or anyone trying to kill each other in the back.
I have them tied in the basement, so.
Oh, perfect.
No, our youngest is 18, and hopefully she's doing her Zoom work in her bedroom or, you know, at her desk or something. But you know, we're pretty much empty nesters, other than the dog. And honestly, I didn't sedate him or give him a, you know, bone to chew on or anything. He's just dead asleep. So he's usually in my office right next to me, but he decided the couch is a little bit more comfortable today, I guess. So.
Well, I thank your dog, because if he were to have a barking fit, then my 2 would be having a barking fit, and then no one would be able to hear our interview.
Yeah, it'd be great. It'd be a laugh, that's for sure.
That's true. And I think we have a lot of dog people on our board, so we might get more views, maybe go viral.
Yeah.
All right, Doug, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Well,
Like I
thank
said,
you, Amanda.
Doug's running for the board. Ballots have been sent. If you have not received yours, please let me know. I want to make sure that everyone has a chance to vote. That's primary and secondary Realtor members of GLAR. But everyone have a great weekend and a great Friday, and we will talk later.
Yeah, have a great weekend, everybody.
Thanks, Doug. Bye.
Bye.